Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So, tonight's title, Steffy Forrester, the definition of a control freak. Oh Lord, this woman practically was like, I put down my foot. I told him. And he chose me. He better choose me. Steffi, who the hell you think you are? Oh wait, she's the queen of LA. A thousand pardons. Now we're gonna be listening to talk about a lot of shows tonight: General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Bold and the Beautiful, and Young and the Restless, which was actually pretty good today. Let's do a quick roll call and get this stream started. Freddie's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Blackmon's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Deshanta's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Terry Ice Cream's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Tanya's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Susan R's in the chat. How you doing tonight? As you are coming in, make sure you do hit the like button. Really does actually help. And if you're not a member, become a member. Do um I do exclusive videos only for members. I do first take for members. I do weekend live streams for members, so it's a lot of fun. You definitely want to join. Autumn's in the chat. How you doing tonight? I'm doing good, Black Man. I'm doing good. I had the day off, so not complain. Autumn says, yeah, but what Sonny needs to understand is that Dante trying to save him and get him to be smart, but due to the low doses that's happening to Sonny, he can't comprehend reasoning right now. Exactly, honestly. Well, I don't listen that they're getting, well, some of the fans are getting all pissed off with Sonny, and they're like, oh, well, I don't understand, you're pissing me off, you're doing wrong, this, that, and the third. I'm like, you do realize that he is low on his medication, right? Seriously, that's not even entering a factor into you. Ed says, I can't wait until Alex. And what's good? Ed says, I can't wait till Alex learn the truth because I'm looking for his wake up call because he's doing exactly what Justin was scared he would do is let the power get to his head. Oh yeah, the way he's talking to Maggie is hella out of pocket. Freddie says, yes, I need a lot of support, so make sure you smash the like button when you are coming to a live stream. Thank you, I appreciate that. And Dollar Max is in the chat. What's good? And Lashanta's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Also, I always sit there and say I am one person. There is 13 people in the chat. I'm going to miss some comments. So, if you miss your comment, just understand that I will try to get to the next comment that you put out, and I'll make sure I read it and answer your question or comment on it thoroughly. But it's hard to do that you know, if I have to sit there and try to get to every single comment. So, I mean, I always be able to do it. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Freddie says Abba will not be able to read every comment. Thank you. That is actually so funny too. I literally listened to this saying it, and I looked down and I saw that. That is awesome. I'm glad to hear that, Dolomitics. Lashanta says, "Oh, just no match for Tucker. She's going to find out." And Janetta's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Autumn says, Albert, the way Finn was snapping at Liz was out of pocket, talking about Violet is going nowhere. I'm like, bro, you're falling off the wagon, and Liz is trying to, yes, yes. Well, here's the thing: we can all agree that that's out of pocket, right? But to be fair, his dad literally just died. So, and Antonetta's in the chat. Freddie said we said at the same time, but I'm happy. Thank you, Fred. I appreciate that. Bill Max says I really like the mama bear. Oh, come out of list today. She was not playing around. Finn when it comes to Violet. Um, yes, thank you, Freddie. But yeah, we can all agree that Finn was out of pocket, Finn's dad literally died that day now. So it's kind of hard to really be going. Um, it's like Sunny. Sunny's been out of pocket, but Sunny's been low on his medication, and people are like, "Oh my goodness, Sunny is pissing you off." I was like, "What are you talking about? Sunny's pissing you off? The dude is not literally on his medication." And of course, Ava, being the scumbag that she um, is knowing that he's losing his daughter, and she's just about hers and what she wants. Yeah, exactly. Cherry ice cream, like it doesn't make it right. It's still wrong, but it's like, which by the way, I gotta sit there and read a comment that somebody made this comment, and I swear this woman is well. Uh, oops. All right, I'm gonna read it anyway. I'm gonna read it anyway. I don't care. I'm gonna read it anyway. Everybody sat there was like, "What the hell is wrong with you?" So this person clearly does not understand what grief is, right? I don't know Ronnie Ron, but this person doesn't understand what grief is, right? So this person says he shouldn't be drinking at all. He had a pill addiction. Where can where can make that at all any better than him drinking? He just changing one addiction to another. Sorry, Finn, but I think that's really stupid. Okay, so this person clearly does not understand how addiction works, right? Yeah, we all know that it's stupid what they're doing, but the guy literally lost his dad in 24 hours, and that's your assessment of the situation. Okay, cool, that makes sense. Oh, that's his name. It's funny. If I have some time, I'm gonna try to do a review. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, but exactly. Exactly, Dotomax. Dotomax says I feel bad for Finn, and it sucks what's happening to Sunny, but Violet, Donna, and Avery aren't in a position to protect themselves, their children. Exactly. Ava should be doing better. Ava should be doing better. She's letting her daughter run a terrible situation because it's exactly, Autumn. She's a scumbag. Yes. I feel like I should probably make that one of my titles. I know someone's not going to like it, but I'm going to sit there and make it anyway. Freddie says some people online can really be unhinged. It's just a TV show. God damn, that's crazy. It's exactly. And I'm like, even for a TV situation, the man just lost his dad, right? Yes, he obviously knows that trading one addiction for another isn't a good idea, but you clearly don't understand how grief works. Otherwise, you wouldn't have said something as callous as that. It's like when people get online, they don't understand tact, and they don't. There's just exactly what Shanta. She had a problem sitting there, screwing over the one adult friend that she has. She doesn't have any adult friends. Let's be very clear. Ava has no one. Okay, Ava is an island by herself. Okay, and I don't even count Trina because Trina is still a young adult. Like that, I don't qualify that as a. I don't qualify that as whatever. Um, so I'm just like, what's good, Darby? Domex says the sad thing is when Sonny was off his meds and Nina caught it, the first thing she did was manage the situation by bringing out Avery and down to safety. Exactly. Ain't that something? Ain't that something, Domex? She actually thought about Avery's safety more than Ava, and that's saying something. Anthony, the number one YouTuber, how are you doing, my friend? Lashanta says, I hope Chrissy thinks. I don't understand why they're not going to press charges because of Chrissy and the baby. I'm like, The baby's going to be fine. Chrissy's going to be fine. That's a very piss poor excuse. Ron says, oh, but what happened to this person again? She can't separate the actor from the characters. No, she just has a very naive take on a situation. On a situation. And either she doesn't understand the word tact, which I feel like a lot of people don't. Um, that's true. She was. She was. Nobody said Chrissy is damn near 40 or should be alright. Exactly. And our reality is that baby that we need to be concerned of is that chick is over 40. But yes, LaShanta, that's true. So good. I cannot wait to have my latte in the morning. I mean, my French vanilla latte and my jelly donut. Yeah, exactly, LaShanta. So now, what is Cole gonna do? Yo, okay, I don't understand this woman's acting. I really don't understand this woman's acting. Colleen Zeke or whatever, she's doing too much. You ever notice that her acting is so much different than the the rest of the cast acting on The Young and the Restless? It's almost like she's not on the same show as them. It's all very theater and theatrics. She's all like, "Oh, get me out of here, please! Get me out of here! I can't take it anymore." I'm just like, please tell me I'm not the only person that feels like Kali Zink acting, which is fine, is out of place with The Young and the Restless. Debbie says, have you told you how much I like Maggie? No, then good, because I can't stand that old hag. Alex has a right to dislike her so much she doesn't even say hello before she insults him. Ooh, exactly, Blackmon. I'm like, yo, she just seems like she's so disconnected from the show. Ron says, Albert, what did you think about Stephanie telling Chad that Everett got arrested? Um, I don't. It didn't happen today. It didn't happen in this episode, so I don't know. She wasn't in. She wasn't in the episode today. Lashanta says she's the reason I'm not watching. Yeah, she's so over the top. I'm just like Domex says Colleen is a very over the top and campy actor. She's more of a Days or B&B type. Exactly. Even more. I would sit there and say Days. I would say Days. Okay, Days. Yes. Um. Exactly, Darby. He's choosing violence. He's choosing violence tonight. I love it. Order an old bag. Darby called that chicken old bag. Uh, but yeah, she's over the top for the Young and the Restless. I'm like, yeah, Lashanta, but Victor is a so-called good man now. Monique, Sonny on or off his mask is playing the victim mentally. Everything he does is someone else's fault. So now Sonny has no one in his corner except for Ava. What will Sonny do when Ava disappoints him? It's a very good point, Monique. And I've been listening to this thing. I was like, listen, what he did to Dex, regardless, was good, Jonathan. What he did to Dex, regardless, that's something that Sonny would do. That's something a mob boss would do. Selena would do. Domek says Days is supposed to be campy though. Days is the land of evil twins, Mission Impossible, Maz, and demonic possessions. Exactly. She would work over there. She would work over there, but the younger wrestlers ain't working for her. Tracy Steves was good. Ron says, Albert, Albert, what's good, Melly Mama Heart Queen? Are you surprised at Brooke not going and on Steffy regarding Hope because Ridge was? No, I think she's just on the same page. she just wasn't on the same page as Hope. Jonathan, what's Tate's friend's name? And they had the other character, new girl, Felicity. Exactly. Well, hopefully I could try to watch it tonight, Mel, after the stream. That'd be nice. And yes, Monique, he should press charges against Sonny, but here comes Michael praising Sonny, making excuses. Well, mm, I think he did that. Oh, thank you, Ron. I think he did that for Chrissy, but I don't know what to think of this Ron character. I don't understand what to think of this Aaron character. Like, what happened to the jocks and you know, like I no, it was a pleasant surprise, all Megs. But I'm talking more about like there's something about Aaron that it just seems like gee, Johnson says I thought we were going to pick up from yesterday with yeah, that's true. Yes. That's a that's a very good point, Jonathan. Um Darby says Dex should tell Michael if you ain't paying me, keep your advice to yourself. Exactly. Um but the thing with Aaron is that he doesn't come across like he seems very PC. Like I would expect the friend to be kind of more the troublemaker, to kind of get the main character into trouble and stuff like that. He's the teacher's pet, you know? Like I don't know. It just seems kind of off. Yeah, I think so too, Ron. Monique says Dante had enough of defending Sonny. He overlooked crimes because he was his father, but not anymore. Here's the thing, Monique. Even because right now he's doing all this stupid stuff, and Dante's like, I had enough, right? But regardless if he's on his medication or not, the results should still be the same. Um, I don't really care about it to be honest, Ron. She's I don't know. She's just a typical teen. Like you can either stay or leave. Like I really don't care to be honest. She seems like she's a little kind of thirsty and a little desperate for Tate, but um, no, that's the thing, Ron. You know, characters like Sophia, and Aaron, they can come or go, and it doesn't really matter. Exactly, exactly. Delmex, he's very bland. And Nicole verse Sloan face off. Oh, okay. Thanks. Um, how you doing, Danny R? Danny, I don't see you on TikTok anymore. Do you still have a TikTok account and a YouTube account? Domac says Aaron is kind of bland. These new teams don't measure up to the last blast crew. Bell, Sean, Chloe, and Philip were going 90210. Wow, and One Tree Hill, which is by my way. I used to love that show, One Tree Hill. Isaac family was good. Lashanta says, Abba, what Josh said? You're asking me what did Josh say? Um, I mean, she said a lot. What do you mean? Like, what did she say as far as Dex? Or what did she say as far as um what did Josh say about what? That's what I'm saying. Darby says Tate is a bit of a troublemaker all by himself. Guys like Tate has a friend who is not a troublemaker who can help him get out of trouble. I guess so, but he just comes across as very bland. And honestly, to tell you the truth, he only did one thing that was like. And Isaac says hi to everyone. Deluxe says Anna manipulated Dante thoughts about Sunny. Was good, Justin. Um, but it's just exactly, and that's the thing. Like Dolomitic said, he's a very bland character. You know, like Sophia is a very bland character. Like Ron asked me what was my thoughts, and I was like, Danny said doing YouTube, my TikTok account got hacked. Not sure why. Oh, okay, all right. I just want to make sure you're still doing YouTube, Danny. Um, I'm gonna watch your new video tonight when I get a chance. Johnson says today's days didn't offer that much. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was nice to see Felicity, but other than that, it was like, okay. Um, oh, LaShanta, she said, what did she say? She said that it's good that he's turning his life around, but she not sure she wants to be with Dex, and she doesn't want to do a back and forth like how her mom was with Sunny. So it's like she's just not too sure she wants to actually be in a relationship or not. But she acknowledges that he's turned his life around from Sunny to being a cop. So yes, she just doesn't want to be very dramatic and go out with him and then decide, oh, I don't think it's a good idea. Dolomax said the last blast crew gave us 3 palms, ton of high school drama. It was great. Yeah, Dolomax, this new crew is not measuring up. Not even a little bit. Dolomedic says Deluxe said Dex is tired of getting his butt worked. Well, I think it only happened one time now. So Johnson said there was a fight. There were lots of fights back in the day between Sean and Philip on days. Darby says if Tate and Holly friends were troublemakers, then they would be the stars and not them. Okay. All right. Well, I get that, Darby. My point is they need to make them interesting. I think that's what it really comes down to. Danny said, yeah, still doing YouTube. Just put up 2 videos, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. Okay. All right. I'll check it out. I'm glad you're still doing YouTube. I mean, I get it, Darby, but I think the point is they need to find something to do to make them interesting because they're just there, and it's like I can take them or leave them. I don't really care about them either way. Yes, Lashanta, she did sit there and say she would testify, which I don't even understand why people listen to this thing. Oh my goodness, uh, we, we shouldn't turn in Sunny because Chrissy may have to testify. So, so what? You think that she's the first pregnant woman to ever testify involving a crime? No. So why are they sitting there acting like she's some delicate flower or something? I know what you meant, Lashata. Um, yeah, she testified. I'm talking about the testify. Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying. That's the first pregnant woman to ever testify in a crime. Like, and Monique says, Finn's telling Steffy, I'll choose you over Sheila. He says the words, but his actions is questionable. I think what's questionable is his balls, if we're going to be honest. He's going out with a very controlling and entitled woman who feels that the world revolves around her, saying, I laid down a law and I gave him an ultimatum. Ladies, if you ever give a man an ultimatum, You might as well sit there and tell him you can go. Danny says, have not got no views and still only 6 subscribers, and my subscriber did not get any new subscribers. Well, I mean, it takes time, Danny. This isn't, for some people, it's not an overnight process. Ask any YouTuber that's on here. It's not an overnight process. It's going to take you some time, Danny. So, okay, Monique. Darby says, like, Christy is the last pregnant 30-year-old who saw her dad beat up someone. Exactly. Mel says, my intuition is that Audra is working for Billy to find out information to use against Devon, Lily, and Nate. I could be wrong. Well, I guess we'll see. Johnson said, I think Holly and Tate were aged up way too fast. There are other characters they could have brung in who are older than them, such as Sydney and Parker. They could have made up the new teen scenes. Yeah, but see the problem is Jonathan, and I'm gonna keep it real with you. They could have did that, but if the writing was just as bland as they're making these characters, would it really matter? That would be crazy. That would be crazy. Um, Deluxe. Well, here's the thing, Lashanta. I think that Finn needs to grow some balls, not take any ultimatums from any woman. Like that's just insane. And it's like just I don't think that a man should be sitting there giving a woman an ultimatum either. I don't believe in ultimatums. So when she said that, she is hell out of pocket. No, he's a doctor. He looks at women's private parts. Was that inappropriate too? Should he not actually have any women clients because he's a doctor? Lashanta says, "Abba, do you think Blaze will tell her mom?" Yes, yes, I do. Johnson says, "I agree. Sidney and Parker, as well as Carrie as Austin's son Noah would need good material." Yes. Domek says, "I would have been down for us to have Parker instead of Tate. At least that way we could have kept Chloe." Yeah. Freddie says, Albert, if this was real life, Christina Belly would be a lot bigger if we're supposed to give birth in August on the show because it looks like she's barely showing her. Well, see, yeah, I mean, yes, that's very true. I think I got a knock on the door. 1 second. I guess not. Lashanta says he can leave. No, but you're not there saying though, like, it's inappropriate for him to give Obage not his patient. Okay. But he's a doctor, he's a healer. She was in pain. Come on, seriously? This is where we are now? Oh my goodness, I can't sit there and give her a massage even though she's in pain because I'm married. Married. Come on, love. Really? He shouldn't sit there and look at a woman's private parts too, right? I mean, she's in pain, but even though he's a doctor, he's also married. Come on, love bug. Just said, bro, Ella, what are you? Everyone, Lady J. Coming here to sit there and check me. I love it. I should pin that ish. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it, Freddie. Well, there was a point. The thing is, Freddie, there was a point where people felt like her belly wasn't big enough before. Like somebody was into saying that she wasn't even showing, um, even before then. So I don't know. Thank you, Jess. Always at their point now. How cringe I can be. Darby says EJ must be the worst CEO ever because Victor has been dead for nearly a year and he hasn't tried to hostile takeover a Titan because his father. Yes, that's true. Darby says, "Damn, she has some timing, Albert. It's like she waits forever until we say something stupid." It's true. Oh, Jess, you're something else. You're special. I give you that. And that's true. Darby, but her timing yesterday was golden, though. I literally sat there and said, I was like, wow, that was cringy. But Jess isn't here, so Darby, I'm impressed. I know she did not just say that. Jess said, I don't have to wait that long for Albert to. Wow. So Jess, you snipped there saying that the king of the cringe? Is that what you just said, Jess? Did you just sit there and say that I'm the king of the cringe? Johnson says because none of the married children, with the exception of Megan, are as ruthless as Stefano. And Dominic says, don't let Jess fool you. She's here at 8. Our girl just likes to make an entrance. That was one hell of an entrance, especially yesterday. How you doing tonight, Amber? Danny says today's General Hospital felt emotional with Chase father because it's really sad and I had a feeling that he was going to leave the show. Well, yes. Just said King of the Cringe, LOL, yes. Okay, Josh, you didn't you didn't need to actually agree with me on you have to agree with me on that one. And Jonathan, this comment is for you. Okay, where my damn I feel like I'm gonna actually have to get some more soda. I really don't feel like going to CVS to get some more soda. Even though it's literally across the street from my house. Jakaris, how are you doing? I saw your video on your other channel. That's cool. It's nice to know that you're using your other channel. Jakaris does things. Yeah, exactly. Uh, she's new. Um, she's nice. And I think that well, I mean, it's only the first day, but I would sit there and say this, Jakaris, it's cool that they actually have actor that's on a show that has Down syndrome. I don't think they actually did that on the show ever. Freddie says, "But whatever how Finn deals with his grief of losing his father is his business. If he wants to drink and gets drunk, that's on him. I agree with Liz. Violet shouldn't be around to see it. Yes, that's true. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna sit there. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna read the comment from today and then the comment from yesterday too. Just says, why didn't Chase go right to Finn? I don't get why they had to stop at the Quartermain house. Because he said that he wanted to take time to talk to Violet about Gregory's death. So that's why I didn't go there first. Jakura says, Ahmed, I used to have a friend with Down syndrome. I love it. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, let me read this comment from today, and then I'll read you the comment from yesterday. So the comment today was this person saying he shouldn't be drinking at all. He had a pill addiction. Where can where can make that at all any better than him drinking? He's just changing one addiction to another. Sorry, Finn, but I think that is really stupid. What the hell is wrong with you? Like seriously, what is wrong with you? Oh, and I still got the comment from yesterday. Um, I think a lot of you actually heard it, but I'm going to sit there and say it again because I think some people didn't hear it. Mind you. Oh, Freddie, I have the one from yesterday too. So this person's saying, I'm so tired of Ashley, Billy, Victoria, and her daughter, Jordan. Enough already. I want to see more of Adam, Chelsea, and their son. Did you write them out? You didn't see them anymore. Put them back on, or I will just stop watching after almost 50 years. Get better writers. Yep. Hmm. Yeah. Those are the nut jobs that also watch these soap operas. Yeah, exactly. And this person wrote it in all caps. So they're like yelling and mad and everything and saying, put them back on, or I will just stop watching after almost 50 years. Lady, to being past 40 and acting like an emotional teenage girl. The hell is wrong with you? Yeah, exactly. Darby says stupidity is free in America, Albert. Yeah, it is. And boy, do it shine on the internet. Man, oh man. I mean, the names that I've been called on, the names that I've used to be, well, I still get called from time to time, but the names that I used to sit there and get called, the way people used to talk to me online, I mean, most people would have sat there and quit. Exactly, Jonathan. It was nice to see Doug. I'll say it was nice to see Doug. Crystal, how was hi? What show is People with Downs? Days of Our Lives. They have a new well, they have a new actress that has Down syndrome. Yeah, and that's the thing, Jonathan. It's like that's why it's always really good to sit there and see Eric on The Bold and the Beautiful. Because he's up there in age too. Let's be honest. So every time he comes on, I feel like it's like I appreciate him a little bit more. I appreciate the actor a little bit more. You start watching what, Lashanta? Yes, Freddie, make sure you hit that like button. I'm about to hit it too. I'm about to cheat. Oh, okay, cool. So 39 people in the chat, 23 likes now. So if you are enjoying the stream, make sure you hit the like button. But yes, I do think that they should press charges against Sunny. Never thought I never actually thought I would live the day to sit there and I never thought it would actually come the day where I would sit there and say they need to press charges on Sunny, but they need to do it. And Ava still is a scumbag. Ava's a scumbag. Ava's sitting there watching Sunny lose that connection with his daughter, knowing this because of the low doses of his medication, but she doesn't care. And as I said in my review, this doesn't serve Ava anything. She wants to be in Sunny's orbit, good graces and everything like that. Be that person, that go-to person. What happens when Sunny's in jail? What's going to happen to her plan then? It doesn't even serve her. This is how stupid that they're writing Ava. Because not only is she a scumbag, but she's also stupid too. Yep, I usually feel like that. I know I damn well feel like that when I'm drinking. Then he says, "Take a Michael, tell Dex." Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're on that same page. Yeah, Chris, I hope she gets one too. I hope she gets a good story. Lashanta says, "Do you think they'll care if you start watching?" No, but if there's enough people to start watching, then they'll care. You know, Jonathan, maybe if he goes to jail and they do give him this medication and they do test him, they can realize that he is, um, has a low dosage. A train wreck. What's a train wreck, LaShanta? Um, I mean, yeah, Ava is definitely a train wreck, but like Ava wants Avery. So, I mean, that might be something that good comes out of it, Jonathan. Might be something good that comes from it. We'll see. That's true. That's true, Darby. Because here's the thing: his meds are no meds. He's still dangerous. Still dangerous to be around. He's still dangerous. So yeah, that's true, Lashanta. If Sonny goes to jail, everyone's at risk. It's like Michael forgot all about that when he was there trying to send his dad to jail. Oh, I'll be down for that. I'll be down for that. Deluxe. Yeah, that's true. That's true. They are giving me some good material, Jonathan. So good that you have to sit there. What's good, Mikal? Damn, it's been a hot minute. His material has been so good. They had to sit there and give an update on his fans to let them know that, hey, listen, I'm good. Don't worry about my mental health. I appreciate it. That's true, Lashanta. Because here's the thing: at the end of the day, he's gonna have his money. He's gonna have his money. You know, he's a method actor, Jonathan. Oh, it's gonna be a shame. At some point, I'm actually gonna have to sit there and put an AC in my back of my room. Toby says, are we saying that if Sonny suddenly dies, all hope is lost? Well, kind of. I mean, you honestly think that the other family is going to be like, you know what? Listen, Sonny's dead, so I think we should leave his family alone. Uh, they were decent. Because Lionel was actually the better one. Lionel was the better one because B&B was decent. I think that Sheila clearly lost her mind thinking that Finn was actually going to go to her wedding. I'm like, you know, your son don't have balls. And those balls belong to Steffy at that point. Okay? Steffi, quote unquote, so called runs ish, giving men ultimatums like, I'm like, I don't. Part of me was going to sit there and say, it was like, I don't care how good you look. You give a man an ultimatum, you're giving a grown ass man an ultimatum. How you think you are? Mikab says, yes, yes, I will. Mikab, I will definitely be reviewing the gates. Absolutely, Mikab. W says if Sonny dies, God forbid someone else would step up and save the town. Yeah. But you know, Darby, hopefully by then they can do a recast of Jax, and Jax can come back and he can save the town. Johnson says, what if Sonny falls into a coma then and all our mob war begins? Well, hopefully, like I said, Jax will come back, Jasper Jax will come back, and oh, I totally forgot about that. Deluxe said if Sonny dies, will Jason come back to the business at that point? If his family's in rest, if his family's at rest, and then unfortunately we may have a visit from Samantha to Karen. Let's hope not. Let's let's hope not. Yeah, I mean, you know, here's the thing, Jonathan. I think it'd be obvious if it was Jerry. I think it'd be cool if it was Jax. Exactly, Darby. I was gonna sit there and say yes. It's very obvious that Jerry will come back and step up, but I want to see Jax. I want to see what Jax can do. Jax takes over. Deluxe Jax needs to come back to his daughter before he comes to save the town. Maybe he can do both. Justin says, "You think Jax has mob skills? Oh, he has business skills, right? I don't know. I think he can kind of finagle a little bit." Lashanta says, "Albert, they're talking about Steffi's wig." Yeah, it's a bad wig. Yeah, it is. And the thing is, Lashanta, she should just wear her natural hair. Johnson says, "So does Drew Kane." That's true. Well, you know, Crystal. If they had to, I would accept it. I would want them to bring back Ango. I want them to bring Ango. Okay, there, I said it. I said it. See, this is me dodging the tomatoes. Okay, that's what I'm doing. I'm dodging tomatoes. You know what? Maybe Jess stepped away in the kitchen and she didn't see that little crunchy moment. I mean, that's the thing, Cherry Ice Cream. I can separate his political views from what he brings as a actor. Then he says it divorced him and go back with Liam, done with Steffy, go away. Oh, I like it, Dolomex. I like it. That's true, Jonathan. But we can also have both done. Exactly, Lashante. He takes over company, so I'm just sorry, Jerry Ice Cream. Like, I know some of the stuff he said wasn't popular, but I also understand that some of the stuff he said was not a malice, it was just ignorant. Now, regardless if I agree with Nancy political views or Engel's political views, um, yeah, at the end of the day, if they bring the acting to the table, that's what I care about. And thank you, Freddie. Yes, make sure you do hit that like button. I'm checking about a minute to see where we are with the likes because it does actually help. Exactly, cherry ice cream. Johnson says Ingo is never coming back. He burnt those bridges with the lawsuit. Never say never. Krista says cold day and hell. Never say never. Never say never, Crystal and Darby. And Jonathan. Lashanta says this out after his lawsuit. Never say never. Darby says, Albert, the way people talk to you and the way you allow them to talk to you. And that is something Ben has yet to demonstrate to Steffi. Yeah, yeah. I don't like the way that she talks to Finn, like, you're going to do what I say or else. I ain't with that attitude. See, Steffi couldn't be married to me. I'm not the one. I am not the one. She thinks she could put her foot down. She hasn't met me yet. Freddie. He's a cadet. He's not an actual officer. Freddie, Dex isn't an officer. He's a cadet. But Freddie, here's the thing. Here's the thing. And I said this in my review. I said this in my review, and it's still going to stand. Regardless if Dex testifies, if Dex corrects charges, if Chrissy testifies, it's not going to matter. Diane is going to get that thrown out. Yeah, of course, Freddie. Diane is going to get that thrown out because she's going to look at it as self-defense. They're going to ask Dex straight up, what happened? I grabbed Sunny to sit there and tell him I wasn't his enemy. It's a wrap. Flux says I don't think that Dex would actually make it to be an officer. If he was a real mob boss, no, he wouldn't, and he shouldn't. But again, Jess, it doesn't matter. Well, it doesn't matter. Yes, he should. He should press charges. He should turn him in for nothing to happen, right? Because all I was going to sit there and say was he was provoked. He was provoked. Darby says, "How is that self-defense? You grabbed his arm. I didn't sit there and say you could put your hands on me. I don't care if you were snitching trying to reach for a high. If you try to slap my hand for a high five, I didn't tell you that was okay. Who are you to sit there and put any parts of your body on me? Nah, bro, that ain't cool, bro. I look at that as that's an attack on me physically, and my soul. Okay, not the soul part, but like my point is, you grabbed his hand. Any reasonable Semi-competent lawyer is going to sit there and look at that and be like, "Yeah, I got you, bro. Don't worry about that." Grabbed his hand. He got scared. He was like a 60-some-year-old man. Osteoporosis is a thing. It's a real thing, people. Just saying. Lakeisha, how you doing tonight? It's good to see you. Johnson says, I think Melinda will officially determine that Everett has DI. Oh, Marlena, yes. Danny says, Engel, possibly I can see him returning. It's going to happen one day. Yes, exactly. Money talks. Well, I just think it's possible. Darby says if Dex doesn't press charges, then his fellow cadets will really hate. No, exactly. I agree, Darby. Yes. And like Jess says, I agree. You should turn him in. Nothing's going to happen because of it, but yes. And you do have a point, Darby. LaShanta said, I was Steffy told the weakling on their wedding day Sheila couldn't be part of their lives. If he had a problem, he should have stepped in. Here's the thing, LaShanta. That goes both ways. That goes both ways. Steffy knew that Sheila was his mom. So that connection was always going to be there. And if she don't like that connection, maybe she should have stepped. Just saying. The only reason why he's actually a weakling is because he's married to a control freak. This is what happens when you're married to a control freak. Real men don't marry women like that. Betas do. Deluxe says, and how you doing today, Lobby? Deluxe says, where's Cyrus Sneaky Tail? I bet he's somewhere scheming. I bet he recorded that mob meeting that the feds have. Oh. LaShanta says, you reacting, Albert. He beat his eye. You're reacting, Albert. He beat his eye shut and kicked him. Yeah, well, that's the thing, though, LaShanta. Dex grabbed his arm, though. Okay? Dex grabbed his arm. Darby says, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Well, Jonathan, I was also talking about his character though too, but yeah, I'm thinking he's both of them around 60 something. Darby says Steffi found out on her wedding day she should have annulled the marriage then and there. Exactly. You then caused to charge Sunny when he beat the hell out of Dex. It was in the bathroom though, Freddie. They don't have, last time I checked, Freddie, they don't have cameras in the bathroom. So that's yeah, they don't have cameras in the bathroom. And again, self-defense. Justin, why is Deacon stupid? Exactly, Lorby. No child should be exposed to that. Krista says, and the fact that Dex did not fight back, that's warped. Yeah. Big Nate was good. Was good, my guy. Darby says, I can hear Christy saying my dad is a weak old man who punched Dex eye shut. Oh, because he's marrying Sheila. Okay. Yes, he did. Yes, he did, Lashanti. He grabbed his arm. What are you talking about? He literally grabbed his arm. You grab somebody's hand, you tell me that's not provoking someone? Lashanta, how is grabbing somebody's arm, somebody's hand, not provoking someone? Freddie says, Albert, the fight happened in a ballroom. It wasn't in the bathroom. It wasn't? I could have swore it was. Gemini says, Ava, after the story Sonny told you about Chris, you still would not tell him about. Yeah, exactly. Well, Gemini, Ava's a scumbag. Ava is a scumbag. And yeah, exactly, Gemini. Ava is a scumbag. A stupid one at that. It was good, Gemini. Darby says, speaking of weak old man, where is Cyrus? It's been a while since we heard from him. Yeah, I know at one point he was wrapping up a movie, so I don't know how that's going. As far as the actor is concerned. But that's the thing, like I said, LaShawn, that he provoked him. He grabbed his arm, okay? And he's a weak, frail old man, okay? Osteoporosis is a real thing. What's good, Gemini? As not touch me, talk your ish, but do not touch me exactly. Okay, well, here's the thing, Freddie. Okay, so they got the footage, right? Cool. What is that footage going to show? I mean, it wasn't in the bathroom. Okay, well, regardless, Freddie, they got the footage. What is the footage going to show? What is the footage going to show? Who touched who first? Gemini said Dex touched Sunny, so he deserved that ass whooping. Do not touch people, especially when you know that I don't like you. Yeah, you grabbed his arm. He was like, I'm not your enemy. Okay, you could have said that with your words. You didn't have to put your hands on them. Exactly, Gemini. Johnson says so many people are going to turn on Valentine when they find out he's running Pikeman. He's also behind Sunny's man. Well, there's not a lot of people that like him, so who exactly going to really turn? I'm surprised that Laura is cool with him, but Laura is also an idiot though. So Lashanta says Sunny wanted a reason to beat up Dex. He can't putting he kept putting his hands in on people and it is itching to arrest him. Johnson says Alexis and okay, that's true. Well, here to be fair, yeah, that's true. Alexis is different. Laura's an idiot, but okay. Yeah, I guess. I guess Deluxe. He had a good run though. He had a good run. I I I guess Laura B. I guess, but I don't know. I think you could be cordial and not necessarily be friendly. You know. I mean, did she forget that Valentine shot her son out of a window? You can be cordial for Charlotte's sake, but you don't have to be nice. That's the thing, Laura B. Valentine shot her son out of a window. I don't plan on ever being nothing but cordial at the bare minimum. At the bare minimum. And you know, Laura B, that's not the only reason why I sit there and call Laura an idiot. right? How could you ever start to try to see Cyrus in any other way other than the guy who is the reason why your daughter's in a coma? Another kid is dead. Dex was dead because of that. That teacher that her daughter was dating is dead because of Cyrus. Thank you, Jonathan. Dev. And now Heather, she was way too friendly to Esme. Oh, thank you, Jonathan. Dev and Mister Phillips. Thank you. Then he says, Albert, I'm not sure if this will happen, but let's say Jason Thomas decides to leave Young and Restless, and in the future, it's most likely he's going to end up back as GH as Patrick. Yeah, that's true. Freddie says, I miss badass Laura, the chick who held a gun to Valentine's at Windermere where she's this new version of Laura is not working. Yes, that's the thing, Freddie. I get that people like Laura because Laura B says yes, but Laura is about family. Cyrus is her brother. It makes her feelings complicated. Laura B, I know that I'm being very harsh on Laura. Okay, I know that. But I can't help how I feel. You know, I I'm not a person that really gives a lot of grace, but I get where you're coming from. I do. I get where you're coming from. You're a very graceful and compassionate person. And I respect that. I'm not, but like I said, Lord B, I respect your compassionate heart. Lashanta says, I remember Laura shot a man with a gun about Lula. Yeah. Yeah, Lord B, like I said, you're a person that has compassion. I'm not. I rarely do. Jonah says Valentine deserves whatever he gets, and I hope Anna gives him the same smoke she gave Sunny. I hope so. Lux says there's nothing complicated about you being responsible for putting my daughter in the coma. Exactly. Jonathan says, but look at how Adam's been treated on Wynard by his siblings throughout the years. Most people wouldn't, Freddie. Most people wouldn't. That's why like I call Laura an idiot. Yes, I am being very harsh. I'm giving very little to no grace in that situation because she has done too many things that I can't sit there and be like, I can't give her an ounce of compassion because she just keeps doing things that is just, for me, out of pocket. You know, I can pick any number of things and be like, Laura, you're an idiot. What are you doing? Why are you doing this for? You know, even that comment, is she's about family, and it's complicated with Cyrus. How complicated is it when you go and see your daughter once a month and know that she's in that coma because of your brother? Does it get all complicated then? When you're sitting there crying your eyes out? No, it's pretty simple. So when I'm harsh on these characters, there's a reason for it. I'm not just doing it just to be a dick. Lois Shanta says all the stuff Luke did, and they were on the run. He killed Frank Smith, and those men came to Port Charles. In my opinion, I think that's probably the most egregious thing that Laura has ever done. Deluxe says, "Do you think Anna has called Robin and told her that she's not rocking with Sunny anymore?" Probably not. LaShawn says Neil Byrne was at Alexis's house when he died. Harmony killed him and the other brother. Yeah, exactly. That man needs therapy. Johnson says Portia hasn't forgiven that Cyrus held her and Trina hostage, and she hasn't forgiven the torment Heather gave to them, but it's like Laura is giving both of them a free pass. Yeah. See, that's the thing, Jonathan. I've always been a person that could sit there and try to see things from both sides, right? So I see where Laura B is coming from. But at the end of the day, it's very clear and cut for me. It's very clear and cut for me. You know, you should not rock with this person. Okay. You should be at the best cordial. You shouldn't be rocking with him. Danny R says Laura loves to forgive. People understand and what she's trying to do, but some of these characters will not be changed. Exactly. Yeah, exactly, Freddie. And just said Laura is dumb. I don't care. Exactly. Good evening, Tanya. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just like I'm not just being a dick to be a dick. Like I see where she's coming from, but I can't rock with that because Laura has done too many stupid things for me. And again, Jess, out of all those things I just mentioned, any one of them would just make her look like it, make her be an idiot. But you know what the biggest one is, though? Chat, you know the biggest thing that Laura has done to make herself look like an idiot? Aside to marry the guy who R her. Like, really? Like, I feel like that's just so out of pocket in so many respects. There are certain things that can be unforgivable. Well, yeah, Jess, but like I said, that's bad as well. The Esme stuff was bad. Johnson says, I'm sure Lulu won't have a forgiving attitude towards Cyrus after she wakes up. Yeah, I mean, all the stuff that Esme done, and you're just like, but she's a mother now. She's family now. We're connected now. Are you out your Are you out your goddamn mind? I was going to sit there and try to say something PC, but no, F that. Are you out your goddamn mind? All the stuff that Esme did, the Cam and Josh and Trina, I understand exactly why Trina is pissed off at Laura. Any person with a sane mind would be pissed off at Laura. Lashanta says Cyrus kidnapped Trina and Cam and her grandson. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly, Jerry. It's just like, so yes, she's an idiot. Johnson says the family connection Laura has to Cyrus and Heather is clouding her judgment. Yeah, Danny, yeah. Um, and this is exactly why I do not monetize these live streams. Because of that. Exactly. Exactly, Jess. Like I just like that, and granted, for me, that's the biggest egregious thing that she's done. That's the biggest egregious thing that she's done, Jess. That's why when people of my parents' age will sit there and say that Luke and Laura is the most romantic love story, I'm just like, do y'all need therapy? Luke and Laura, the most romantic love story. So y'all just romanticizing the R word now. This what we doing. This makes sense. Yes. I didn't get a chance to watch that. Oh, okay, that's a good question, Lovey. Just that right, I was never into Luke and Laura. I mean, just here's the thing. The Luke and Laura adventure stuff is what wound up saving the show, right? Cool, great. You brought some edge and well, really brought male viewers into the show. But that exactly, Freddie. She should have that same energy. She should have that same energy. And the sad thing is that Laura's gonna stand there and just have that stupid look on her face. And Laura B, that question, that answer was for you. Yeah, I gotta visit uh Cat Lady's page. But yeah, greatest love story ever. My parents, your parents. Was like okay, all right, I can't rock with that. I mean, I'm normally not in romance anyway, but that is not romance at all. That's it. Lashanta says, "Do you think the reason they found out about Nick Lulu needed a bone marrow?" Yes, that was before my time. Yeah, Laura B. She would talk some. She would sit there and talk some sense to him. But I guess that's the thing though, Laura B. When you're low on that level of dosage, can anyone really talk some sense into you? You know, you're 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 on that level of manic depression. Can anyone really talk sense into you? I mean, Morgan was in a manic state when he thought that Jason was snitching trying to talk sense into him. If Jason couldn't reach Morgan before he got in that car, I don't know. I don't know if Robin would have that much. Exactly, Jess. And again, like I said, when Morgan died and Jason, at the time, people thought that Morgan thought that Jason was trying to was talking to him and trying to talk reason into him, but he was on a manic. Um, well, see, that's the thing, Jess, and I said this too. I was like, hey, what's good, Katie? Let's have everyone welcome, Katie. I said this too. I was like, listen, regardless if Sonny is on his meds or not, that conversation should have happened a long time ago, Jazz. Freddie says, I've been looking Laura Claims dysfunction. It made no sense. Why was she? Yes, I would never understand. I would never understand to this day, Freddie. I see people talk about that online all the time. I'm just like, yeah, out your mind. Lashanta said, yeah, Patrick couldn't stand Sonny. I remember he shot Robin. You know that. Just as Sonny now thinks Dante is an enemy, this man just needs to be locked up somewhere. Sense could be snapped back into him. That's the thing, Jess. Before you got here, people was saying that if Sonny went to jail and the doctors checked his dosage, like his blood and everything, they would see like going to jail would probably be a really good thing for him because then he can sit there and check his blood and everything and realize that he is low in his dosage. So going to jail will probably actually be really good. And people isn't there worried about uh I looked at it, Jonathan. It didn't really seem like a show for me. I mean, I'm also not really into comedies either. So, but I see it all the time though in the commercials. Darby says if you have to spend half of your lifetime talking sense to someone, that person is not worth it. Depends on who that person is, though. Depends on who that person is. Just say, yeah, right, because he is doing the most right now, and Ava is enabling him. Just Ava is a scumbag and an idiot. Thank you, Freddie. Make sure you do hit that like button. It really does actually help. Johnson says, well, be sure to catch that and the spinoff. Hmm. Janet, whenever you're here, you're on time. So I appreciate you. But I don't know, Jonathan. Like I said, I don't really do a lot of comedy, so oh, she definitely does. She definitely does. And see, that's the thing, Freddie and Jess, is that she's not helping herself out, right? How are you gonna want to sit there and be in Sonny's inner circle if Sonny's in jail? Sonny is doing things that will land him in jail eventually. I just made a joke. Don't you get it? Oh, hold on. I didn't. Oh, okay. I just got it. Newman Elementary. I just got it. But Janet, I hope you had a lovely day. But what I was going to say, Lobby says, I don't think Ava gets, I don't get Ava right now. Um, but She wants to be in the inner circle of Sunny's sanctum. But if he's off his meds and he's doing things that's going to land him in jail, um, that's not going to help Ava's cause. So Ava is also an idiot on top of being a scumbag. Debbie says, yes, that perk thing you hate, Albert emotions. Oh, that pesky thing you, oh, because of, no, I just didn't get the joke, that's all. Johnson says, and Chancellor at Winters Elementary. But, yeah, so the whole thing is just really stupid. And yeah, even just going back to B&B, you got everybody in the room attacking Hope because she wants to go and support her dad. And you got Brooks that they're talking about. You got Brooks that they're talking about. Oh well, if you just put down your foot and you tell your father no, Brooke, I think you're overestimating the value of Hope. The universe does not revolve around Hope as much as she likes to think that it does. Deacon is a grown ass man. If he wants to sit there and marry her, he will do it. There's not a damn thing that Hope can do. And all Ridge is doing is running around the office, walking back and forth, getting all upset. I'm like, bro, you own a company. Why do you feel the need to sit there and borrow trouble by whining and complaining about something that has nothing to do with you? Just says on the previous Carly will be there tomorrow to save his ass again. I don't know how she does it. Lakeisha says, I completely ignore Brooke. She's the biggest hypocrite on the show. Exactly. All the hurt that she has done to people. Brooke, what about all the hurt that you've done? Just as LOL, I love Ridge. Yeah, she wants to. Well, first of all, why do you love Reg? Danny says Robin returned, tell her mom to leave Sunny. uh, but yeah, why do you love Reg, Jess? Keisha, I'll never forgive her for what she did to Bridget. Yeah, Lakeisha, but yeah, she has the audacity to sit there and talk about. Just says he keeps it real. LOL, he speaks his mind. Hmm. I have to think about that for a minute, but okay. All right. Freddie says Albert Jason and Carly should stop cleaning up Sonny's messes. He's a grown ass man. Let him figure it out to get to himself out of the situation he did to himself. See, that's the thing, and I can agree with you, Freddie. But see, the problem is, and I hate to sit there and say this, right? They have kids, right? They have kids together. But see, that's the thing, though. That's the thing, though, Jess. They have kids, right? So for me, it depends on how much I can't stand the mother of my children, right? Because you have to be able to sit there and look your child in the eye and be like, why didn't you help mommy? Why didn't you help daddy? And can you honestly look them in the eye and tell them why? Could you look them in the eye and be like, you know what? You know why I didn't sit there and help mommy? Because mommy ain't shit to me anymore. Because daddy is a dusty bum. Unless you're able to sit there and really look your children in the eye and tell them why, that's why Sonny and Carly do what they do for each other. That's the truth of the matter. That's the thing, Freddie. They do it because they can't sit there. They don't. What's good, Island Breeze? They're not at that point where they just can't stand each other, and they can sit there and look in their children's eyes and be like, "Yeah, I could have helped. Chose not to." See, that's the thing, though, Lashant. Yes, he speaks his mind, and that's all good and fine. But there's times where it's like, bro, you doing too much stuff. Like Steffi speaks her mind too, right? But Steffi does too much. I'm like, Reg, you doing all this talking and yapping. Don't you have a company to run? Don't you have models to sit there and do? Aren't you going to have a potential lawsuit when this whole Zende thing gets uncovered? Maybe you should sit there and worry about that and less about two people that you claim to not give a damn. But yet you walking around the room pacing back and forth doing the most. Come on, bro. But yeah, that's the answer to that, Freddie. Um, but she does owe an apology towards Bridget. But yeah, she had the nerve to sit there and come at Zende. How you gonna come at Zende? You did the exact same thing. You did that to your daughter. That was your cousin. That was your daughter, bro. You got hope out of it because you screwed over your daughter by screwing her man. How you doing, Amber? Again, Island says Jason and Carly need to start cleaning up Sonny's messes. It's funny too because Freddie said the same thing. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, Lashanta. Every man wants few. They want one of the things that men want is a ride or die chick, right? Carly is that ride or die chick. Unfortunately, in Sonny's situation, because I'm gonna be honest, Sonny ain't worth it. Sonny ain't worth it. Even on a good day, Sonny ain't worth it. Sonny is a complicated man. He could do some very good things. Yes, we all know the ugly stuff he can do, but is loyal to no one. Darby says, I don't care if you are bipolar, but that doesn't give him the right to do anything they want to people without paying the price, of course. Yep, Jess, it's one of those rare times that we agree on that. I don't think he's the devil, but he's kind of close though. I mean, he did sleep with a 17-year-old girl and put her on a pole and gave her candy. Deluxe said, Team Sunny right here. Okay, okay. She is just. Steffi be doing too much. Freddie says, I bet the PC kid is never going to stop until he is in federal prison. That probably won't happen until GH finally ends. Well, ends just my opinion. Okay. Um, I mean, Sonny. I know what you meant. I know what you meant, Freddie. Um, but yeah, I'm just like, I don't know. See, that's my whole thing. I was, I was Team Sunny. Well, I don't like saying I'm Team Sunny, but I was a Sunny fan for a hot minute, right? And even if you get the past that technically 17 years old, from what I understand, isn't illegal, it's scumbag behavior because he knew that she came from a abusive home and put her on a pole. And then sat there and said, I was trying to help her. Yeah, that's exactly what every predator says. And Ava knew that. And Ava was like, did you know that she was 17 when that happened? What do you think is going to want to happen when your daughter becomes that age? You think that you would want her around a man that did what you did to Karen? Darby says, I'll say it, Albert. All men want a beautiful, smart, hot woman who is mostly importantly loyal to them. That's true. It's very true, Darby. Very true. Island says Sonny hasn't returned from 2020. He's too extreme now. He's too extreme now before at least he has some balance to him. It actually seemed like he was more tame, to be honest. Debbie says, P.S. She has to know how to cook. Yes. Unless she's hot, Darby. Unless she's hot. If she's hot, then she can get away with the non-cooking part. Let's be honest, Darby. If she's hot, she can get away with a lot. Okay? We will let that ride. Johnson says, and if the PCPD gets Sonny in prison, they will be dealing with it. People who are, yes, that's very true, Jonathan. Will Smith is saying that before. Poor Charles will go to hell in a handbasket if Sonny's not there. Because cops know, as much as we don't like Sonny, we don't we don't know if we're gonna like Selena a lot more. You know? And Selena's kind of tame, but all the other people that came before Selena, Anthony Sakara, Alcazar with the constant shootouts. He got so upset that he once shot up Kelly's. And Sonny was like, you do realize that your son goes to Kelly's, right? Sonny is, has been levels. So as much as people didn't like Sonny, they knew that Sonny was necessary. So just don't know. But no, Darby, we can excuse a lot of things if she's hot. That is true. That is true. Island Freddie has been spitting the facts all night. As my guy for a reason. I keep looking at this soda like, is this actually gonna make it through the night? I really don't feel like going to the store. Really don't. Don't. Hmm. Lashanta says, do you think Nina can handle Sunny? Nope. 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 Lashanta, she could not. She could not. But to be fair, although Carly can handle him longer, it will get to a point where his bipolar will become so unmanageable that nobody is going to be able to handle her. Going to be able to handle him. Okay, I can see Darby is he might be trolling with that comment, but she's taking advantage of a scumbag. Yeah, by being a scumbag herself and an idiot at that. Exactly. No, she ain't. I mean, Island. Her problem was always the fact that she fell in love with Mike, and she tried to adjust to Sonny, and Sonny tried to tone himself down in a sense. Johnson says the baby reveal on days won't be satisfied because Desperate Pearson is only going to tell the half truth. Well, hopefully, when everything is revealed, that's when we will see the magic. Dory said that woman needs to know how to cook. Our wedding is off no matter what she looks like. Oh, hell no. That's where it differs from me, Darby. They're hot, they can get away with a lot. That's the motto, Darby. If they're hot, they can get away with a lot. Michelle say, hey Albert, hey all, how are you doing? I missed you. I just put my daughter down to go to bed. My husband and I finally get to settle down for the night and relax. That's good. And Blackmon says, damn, Dan what? I've been saying a lot of stuff. Was it me or somebody else? Oh, Danny, that's what I sit there and say every year. And every year he stays on. It's like they just keep giving him more money. It's like, hey, listen, how about you come back for just a little bit longer? We'll give you some more money. Darby says Nina got out luckily when she did. Yes, but I got to disagree. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Black mom. I mean that's. I mean don't get me wrong. That's good for him, but I couldn't agree to that. I was like, no, 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 no. Johnson says still no justice for Austin. Definitely got quarterman. Yes, and make sure you do hit that like button for 38 people in the chat. I'm pretty sure we got maybe 27 likes, which really does help the algorithm, and we get more we get more people in the show. I mean, we get more people on the live stream, and that helps me out because, to be honest, I don't monetize these live streams, so the likes actually exposes the channel. I don't monetize these live streams because then I would have to monetize what people say, and I would just get all sorts of hectic. So Michelle's my daughter turned 4, and 2 months ago she wants an arcade themed birthday party because she watched my favorite show on Netflix with me. Yeah, my nephew had an arcade kind of birthday party. That was actually a lot of fun. We rented out like this whole, I don't know, whatever this party truck was that came and it had a bunch of games or whatever. It was actually really fun. Jonathan, I don't know if I asked you this. Oh yeah, no, never mind. You're in the chat. Yeah, Jonathan, I would want to see Colleen Zeke on Days of Our Lives play a villain because it's very hard for me to sit there and take her seriously on Young and the Restless. I feel like her acting is just way too extreme and way too choppy. Danny, I would sit there and say Todd. I would sit there and say Todd, Danny, because Todd are the person. He assaulted a person in a very S way. I wish I could sit there and say what it is, but you know what I'm talking about. He hurt somebody. So yes, Todd is worse, Danny. Darby says my family runs on my stomach, Albert. That's when you are so skinny. That's why you're so skinny. Well, Darby, I may actually have my priorities out of whack because if she can cook and she is decent, or I can choose somebody who's hot who can't cook, I'm gonna choose the hot girl. Okay, so maybe my priorities may be out of whack for a lot of people, but yeah, I stand by that 10 toes down. Sometimes I make my decision is morally on my joystick than my actual mind on certain, certain things. Johnson says I can see Colleen as a resurrected Angelica. Tracy says, "Listen, Tracy, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. You know me, Tracy. Um, like James says, um, tell the truth, shame the devil." Blackmon said, "You said a mouthful on your last comment, Albert." I'm just listen, Blackmon. What's good, Duane? James says, tell the truth, shame the devil. You know, Jonathan, I can see that. I can see that. I can see her being Leo's mom. Eagle Fang says, good for Elizabeth for standing her ground. She needs to get Violet out. Yes, Eagle Fang, I agree with that. That's the thing, Black Man. I keep it real. What's good, Duan? Island says, nope. Island, she's still alive. Lashanta says, Wiz Khalifa's son had a straight out of Compton when everyone pictures they all dressed up. It was nice. Okay, but like I said, I'm taking a page out of James' book. Blackmon says you do keep it real, and I appreciate it. Thank you, Blackmon. I mean, life is too short to sit there and lie and be fronting. Darby says, I hope you still feel that way on Thanksgiving. Listen, I will cook Thanksgiving at that point, Darby. We don't have to worry about that. I will cook Thanksgiving. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. You really think I'm gonna starve? No, I'm gonna cook something up. I'm gonna cook a turkey and stuff like that. We'd be good. Island says, why is Jordan still alive? Because the Young and the Restless is lazy. I'm gonna keep it 100. They're lazy. Freddie said, don't let Jess hear you say that. Freddie, I'm still gonna cook for Jess. Okay, so Jess don't need to worry about that because I'm still gonna cook for Jess. Okay, she's gonna have the best dinner ever. Okay, and I even live stream it if she lets me. Okay, make her something really nice and really good, and then she has to sit there and tell the chat. You know what? I was clowning on him before, but Poppy really do got some skills. Those would be her exact words. Trust me. Yeah, and Cole found her today. Johnson says, "Who do you think Jordan will go after next if she escapes?" Victoria. Victoria, Jonathan, just to teach Claire a lesson. Island says, Wino is a joke. I'm not watching the crap. GH is getting his groove back. Hmm. Black Mother says, I'm sorry, but I laugh. Listen, Black Man, don't be sorry. If you're laughing, I'm actually very happy. It means I'm doing my job. Even if you are laughing at my expense, I'm still doing my job. Derby says nobody likes a holiday. Well, who said that I was gonna burn anything down, Darby? The only thing that's gonna be fire is my cooking. Hmm. That's the only thing that's gonna be fire, Darby, is my cooking. She's gonna be like, damn, that's fire. Probably for legal options, Laura B. Probably for some sort of legal options because I think that he wants to do the right thing. He wants to be behind bars, you know, justice and everything. I try, Black Man, I try. But I'm glad that you stick around, though, Black Man. I appreciate that always. Island says, which soap had the best storyline in May? Hmm, damn, that's a good one. Darby says, no distractions or live streaming, Albert. Oh, no, this time I'll be on my game. This time I'll be on my game, Darby. And she won't see it coming. She'll just be like, whoa, this is really good. Thank you, Black Man. I appreciate that. Seriously, I really do. Always. Ugh. And as fun as this has been, we got to get ready to head to bed. I got to wake up early. Got to go back to work tomorrow, unfortunately. So I'm going to end the stream here. But I do want to thank everyone for joining, though. It was actually a lot of fun. Appreciate every single one of y'all here. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will see y'all in the next live stream. I was actually supposed to sit there and wrap up like 20 minutes ago. But, you know, the plans usually just goes out the window when we have these convos. So, yes, have a good night, Duan. Thank you, Freddie. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out. Have a good night, Freddie. Darby said, that is so cringe, Albert. Well, of course, I am the cringe king. So, according to our lovely Jess. Have a good night, Black Man. Have a good night, Island Breeze. Have a good night, Laura B. Have a good night, Cherry Ice Cream. Have a good night, Queen Janet. Have a good night, Queen Jess. Have a good night, Jonathan. Have a good night, Darby. Have a good night, Dolomedics. Have a good night, Jonathan. Join us next time for another edition of Soul Chat with Abba. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. And I will be emailing you soon, and Dolomex as well, so we can get that popping. Have a good night, Anjanetta. Have a good night, Ed. Have a good night, Darby. Have a good night, Freddie. Good night, Albert and everyone. I have fun on this live stream as always. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you so much, Freddie. Thank you so much. It's always good to have you in the chat. Lady J, have a good night. Have a good night, Jonathan. Have a good night, Anjanetta. Have a good night, Lashanta. Have a good night, LaShawn. Yes, have a good night, Lashanta, and have a good night, LaShawn. Have a good night, Crystal. Darby says, so this will be strike two with the cooking out. No, actually, it won't. It will actually won't, Darby, because Jess will be here. So I'm gonna make sure that I'm on point. Get all my ducks in a row. Trust me, it's going to literally blow Jess's mind. She's like, whoa. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. Have a good night, Island. Have a good night, Darby again. Have a good night, Ronnie Ron. Have a good night, Melly Mama Heart Queen. Yeah. Have a good night, Monique. And anyone I forgot, you know exactly who you are. And I will see you in the next live stream. Laters.